again, we're playing a quality hockey club in their own barn, and they're not going to, turn over and just give you the hockey game, after one period. And it was important that our response to the Wagner goal obviously gave us the 4-3 lead, and then we managed to get to the break, and we tried to, convince our group that it was time to regroup here and get back to doing what we did. And the first 5 minutes of the third was the most important part of the game from that point on.
Randy, when it's 3-3, Gibby made a series of saves. How big were they at that point?
Well, they're huge. They're the one we gave up a 3-on-1, from our blue line in, pass across, and we had a defenseman went down the middle, and forward was sitting there waiting for the pass, and next thing you know, it was 3-on-1, and I think it was a pass from, it was Draisaitl to Maroon, and he made the big stop, and then there was a rebound that he got over on also. So those are two huge stops at that juncture in the game, and then I think it was a 4-3 game, and it kind of, like I said, it just got us through the toughest period of the hockey game for us, and we were able to get into the intermission and regroup ourselves and play more of the type of game that was required.
Randy, how would you describe your team's start? And on that opening goal, that's obviously a set play, was it? Or?
Well, we can't tell you all our secrets. We have some things that we like to do, and it's just one of the options that are available to us. And it worked tonight, and I just give that to our players. They're the ones that execute it.
Did you install that for just this game, or is it something that you used previously?
Another team used it against us, so we steal as coaches.
What did you see, though, that made you, put that in? Did you see some sort of opportunity that they presented in the first couple games?
No, I think it just sets up for us, because we do a lot of two guys of one line and one of another, and it didn't stray from our set, and we had the right people, and they executed it, and got us a break, got us going.
Silverberg is and how he's on the checking line, but he's got an awfully good shot.
Well, Sylvie is a tremendous hockey player, and if you look at the stat sheet tonight, he was all over it, and he's the type of guy that's kind of an unsung, unassuming individual, but he really is a tremendous hockey player, and we're very, very fortunate to have him. He can do a lot of things, and from my vantage point, previous to me getting the job in Anaheim when I was unemployed, I spent some time in the press box, and watching him play reminded me of Daniel Alfredson. He had that type of demeanor about him. He was good on the defensive side of it, but he found ways to provide offense. He's a dynamic player, a good checker, and that's who I, felt that he resembled.
Randy, obviously Cam Talbot had a big game too there. When you guys get those 3 goals and score early in that manner, did that give you guys a sense, hey, look, we can get pucks past this guy?
Well, I guess what we tried to do is, and we're not any different, if you just chart where the goals are being scored from. They get 2 goals. One was a stick that was deemed, it wasn't high stick, but it was close. Goes in off Maroon's body. Next one goes in off of our defenseman's skate to get them to 3-2. And, those are the type of goals that are being scored. So we have to get into that dirty area more consistent. And that's what we tried to do, is we tried to make sure that we weren't going to be careless with the puck in the offensive zone, try to cycle and play a lot of the game below the goal line and rotate our D around, move people around, and, force their better or so-called better players to play defense, keep them 200 feet away from your net.
But to follow up, I think at least 2 of your, those 3 goals were clean shots from Rakell and Getzlaf, particularly for goal scorers.
Yeah, the Getzlaf shot,
Like that.
That's a pretty big league shot, but he read the play, and there was basically they rimmed the puck, and he read the play and picked off the puck on a rim, and he was stepping, as we would call it, in ladies' tees, and maybe you're not supposed to use that term anymore, in forward tees in today's society, and he put it upstairs. That's a pretty big league shot, big league goal.
Randy, these 2 days in Kelowna, what do you want your team to kind of focus on, or you just want them to kind of just get away?
Well, tomorrow we'll just try to heal the bumps and bruises. we felt that it would give us some time there. We could just go and relax. A lot of guys have been there before. They know the area. It's more for us to just kind of say exhale. We've had some very busy schedule. We're afforded the two-day break here. We just felt that it would be better suited for our group to be in that environment, practice in the Kelowna Rockets building, and just kind of take it easy. And then we'll be back here on Tuesday preparing for the game against the Oilers on Wednesday. Well, there was a similar shift. If you watch the Nashville game this afternoon in St. Louis, there was 1 minute and 45 seconds in the St. Louis zone, and that's what it felt like to us. It was very similar. We just didn't, we didn't give up the goal, and we got two guys make some big block shots. So that's the type of hockey, and that's what you're going to have from your group going forward. That they're going to be prepared to sacrifice in those situations to prevent goals. And in the playoffs, it's just as important, and maybe even more important, to prevent a goal as it is to score one.